Welcome everyone to another episode of D&D with Noobs, Campaign 2, Episode 32, and Devad is going to be doing our recap.
Okay, the episode we had ended where we were traveling and had been getting touched by ghosts, feeling ghostly touching, and then finally, after we had traveled far enough, the touching had stopped. We kept walking into the night. It was getting cold. Devad was really enjoying it after the hot day. He was liking the cold. Then, after more time of traveling, we hear and feel a rumbling in the ground. The sounds are following us. We pick up speed and they are still there. Then we hear an explosion, and all of a sudden we're surrounded by four Umber Hulks. Dolos starts the attack with a nat 1 and falls off his horse.
Strong start.
Yeah, no kidding. Then makes up for it on his second shot with a nat 20. Olos attacks and misses, and he runs away. Then, oh yeah, okay. Then Devad wails and attacks one and hits him really good, but it doesn't take much damage. And finds out these guys are really tough. Uh, then one attacked Devad back with some major damage, so we thought we were in trouble right off. But the next Umber Hulk kills Riles Clydesdale, and Olaros whips out his spiritual mace and kills one of them. One down and three to go. Dolos attacks, but is confused and attacks the horse. The the horse has one death saving fail. Ryle attacks while confused and kills his horse.
Poor horses. PETA's going to be on this episode.
That's right. Dolos attacks without being able to see and kills another one of the Umber Hulks. He does his best fighting when he can't see. Then he attacks when he can sees and rolls a nat 1, almost hitting Timon. Devad attacks the last one with some big damage, and Dolos attacks again without seeing and it takes the last one out. Timon harvests the Umbra Hulk eyes, and Dolos harvests the chitin for armor. We walk down the road a piece and set up camp between some dunes. And that's where we were camping for the night.
All right, we'll take your point of inspiration, sir.
All right. Cool, because I needed it.
Yeah. And that was a nice, easy recap.
Does
I
the
know it
DM
was. I
sound
was glad.
light to you? Do we have to reset
A little bit.
You
volume?
may have to turn the volume up for me. I got a new headset, and the microphone isn't quite as good as my last one, so
Okay.
I think we just need we got to adjust it. We'll figure it out. But yeah, bump him in Discord to like 200%.
So you guys have camped down for the evening. You've got Locket in Sentry mode, resting but keeping watch. Anyone gonna keep watch with him?
Well, I was gonna say I'd stay up too. I didn't use much in that fight. I just slaughtered my horse innocently.
I'm already out. Out cold.
So it'll be me, Devad, and Locket.
Okay. So I will need a
Oh wait, we have to roll for next week or something.
Oh yeah, true.
Why'd you gotta say it?
Yeah,
because somebody's got to do it.
Ooh, not me. Ooh, we got a roll off maybe. Nope,
it's definitely me.
Hey, Diamond.
Okay.
You would have beat me last time.
All right.
Can I just make a note? The last time I lost, we had two people that weren't here, and they didn't have to roll. So this is the
Yeah.
second time that this has happened. I just want to put that out there.
I mean,
It's a burn. It's a burn. I agree. It's a burn.
time and in fairness, though, they probably would have beaten it too. Probably.
Yeah.
I think they
There's no way to
definitely.
know that.
Statistically
But you know,
speaking,
there is a 1 on those dice.
there is, and they could have tied. So it was like 10% chance for a tie or a loss.
Not 10%.
No.
Yeah, two out of 20.
Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Man,
It's hard.
Man.
All right.
Don't
Man.
bog me
and
down
it
with
doesn't
that.
seem like it should be 10%, but it
I
is.
know it doesn't. It seemed too much right off, and then I did it, and I'm going, oh yeah, it is.
So
Well,
yeah,
you got to burn.
I mean, I would
I
take
agree.
10% over 0, auto 0.
Yeah.
I take time and side
Here.
on this.
I'll roll for
No, I
Lockett.
agree. Next time Rocky's in the game, he's got to do it. He should just. Be
Oh, see, there was Lockett's roll. It was a tie.
See,
Okay.
but the problem is that you actually have to watch the episode or be a part of it to actually do the recap.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is a problem.
That's what I'm saying. The next time that he's here during a whole episode, he's designated to recap that one.
Yeah, but there's no
Auto.
guarantee
Then
he'll be
he
here
may
the
not be here the
You know,
next time.
that might
the
be an
next one.
incentive not to miss, as you say. If you miss one, you automatically have to do the next. You're automatically the next person.
What
It'd
episode
be
is this?
like-
Anyway,
This is
oh
episode
well, yeah,
32.
it doesn't matter.
which one is it?
32.
32.
32. Yep.
So, the ones keeping watch, if I could get a perception check, please. Well, actually,
Perception.
Constitution first to see if you can stay awake.
Oh right. Okay.
Sleepy
mo-
head.
It moved up just, and I thought I had that 22, but
Honestly, like
cool.
the 10 is just barely like you're groggy, a little bit sleepy, but you do manage to stay awake.
Your
okay.
eyes are
Now
still
perception.
I keep you occupied.
That's right.
So I will need
That's
a
'cause I'm
perception
busy
check now
spacing
from
out.
Devad and Ryan.
I'm so busy trying to keep him awake that we didn't see anything.
You guys might be awake, but you sure don't know what the hell's going on.
I'm just staring at the fire, totally out of it.
And I'm slapping him saying, stay awake. Stay awake. And I don't, is Lockett rolling?
Yeah, let's have Lockett do one too.
Hopefully he's paying more attention.
Yeah, let's hope he's awake.
Yeah.
So we'll roll. Okay, so
14.
Lockett says he comes out of sentry mode and says, I think there's a person coming down the road. It looks hurt.
Looks hurt.
Huh.
I can't make out much, but they're what is it that you guys do when you're hurt? Kind of
Limp.
Limp.
that's the word,
leaking.
yeah.
Leaking fluids.
I
Are they
can't tell if he's leaking fluids from here.
But
yeah,
you
are they
can't
coming
tell
right
who
at
it-
us?
He's coming down the road like
Towards us?
towards us. Yes, you know.
But we're off the
because
road, right?
You were off the road in between some dunes, and there's a guy limping down the road.
What do you think, Devad? Should we see if our friend needs help?
I think we should.
All right, Victor,
Why not?
you are limping down the road.
Oh, it's Victor.
Hey, Victor, what's
You
up?
guys see me come in, and I'm just like, I'm holding my side, and I'm just all bloodied up and bruised and just look like absolute hell. And as I get to you, I just drop to my knees and drop my cane, and that's as far as I can make it. And I've just
He
got
should
a-
have stayed hidden. He looks like he's about
Did you
to die.
party hardy, dude, or what up?
Well,
Maybe
let's
that-
drag his body.
Yeah, let's take him over by the fire and see
Yeah.
what's up.
I'll once we get back to the camp, I'll wake up Olaros to see if he can heal him.
Oh, did we have a fire going? I guess if you don't want to be spotted, but
That's
we were
up to you
between
guys.
dunes. I would say we had a fire because you were staring at it. Remember?
oh, that's right. Yeah.
So there's
Even
definitely
though
a
it
fire.
was ashes by then. Staring at the ashes.
Yeah.
So you're waking me up?
Yeah. I say,
I
Olderos,
go,
Victor's back, but
what?
he's
What?
busted
What?
up.
What? What?
Can you heal him?
Let
He
me
needs
see.
mending.
Let
He's
me
not
see.
really responsive.
I come out and look at him. He's kind of laying there, kind of semi-conscious. Can you talk to me, Victor?
Just barely, and I just say Rexar is dead. We couldn't make it.
Rexar is dead?
Whoa.
We
You
couldn't
killed
make it.
Rexar?
No, fool! I did not kill Rexar. It was
Raxar? Raxar.
Yeah, Rexar.
All right, lie still, lie still, just lie still.
Oh, that's a big heal.
Boy, no kidding.
That's like all of
That's
his
Well,
life.
I gave him
Almost-
an extra push.
So, Victor, Olderos puts his hands on your shoulder, and you feel this warmth of the healing energy enter your body, and like almost all of your wounds are healed, and you feel a lot better than you have in the many hours it's taken you to get here.
Okay.
All right,
And,
now, do you feel good enough to tell us what happened?
Yeah, and I roll up a cigarette, light it, and begin to tell story. As we flew closer to the city, it was night and it was quiet. There was nothing on the horizon, and suddenly a spear, it just came out of nowhere and stabbed his griffin. And
What
killed
could
it.
possibly hit a griffin flying in the air at night?
It would have had. It was night, wasn't it, DM? Can't remember.
It was at night, and
Oh, well then.
one detail I forgot to tell you, Victor: the spear was flaming.
Oh, nice. Okay.
No one.
Well, so rewind. Okay, so
Damn.
it was broad daylight, and
Yeah.
we were flying in the griffin, and
I
out
was
of nowhere, this flaming spear flies through the air, and strikes the bird, and he went down, and that's barely all I could remember, but I do recall Raxar. As we were both falling to certain death, he slapped some kind of magic on me, and I floated safely down, and he didn't make it. He was dead when he hit the ground. I had to run for my life because these giant scorpions came out, and are you guys still near the scorpions? Can't
No.
remember.
No, we
No,
left
we
the.
walked. We left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So these giant scorpions attacked, and I barely had enough power to fight them off, but I ran for my life, and I had to leave our friend Rexar behind, but I'm not sure what could have done this. It was obviously targeted to us. It wasn't a random attack or anything like that.
A flaming spear.
Huh.
Yeah. Whoever threw or
That's
shot
pretty
that thing
badass.
Do you
is.
Yeah,
think it's one of the 7?
It would have to be.
probably.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe we are. I believe we are now marked to them.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not good if they can throw spears and hit flying griffins. Okay, note to self: no one fly
Good note.
until we figure out who's doing what.
Okay. Before we, I'm still a little groggy getting woke up. How much sleep did I get?
Not a lot.
That's what I thought. So I'm still kind of, I'm low on, and I used what little magic, most of what I've got left curing him. So,
Well, I
worried.
would say,
You'll need a rest.
Oloro, you go back to sleep. We'll continue to
but
watch, and
can I sleep now? How far away did this happen? Is there a chance that
long
those
way away.
scorpions are going to catch us? Get to us?
I doubt they would be able to follow me in this amount of time. I feel
Okay.
pretty certain that I lost.
Okay. All right.
scorpions aren't really that smart. They're more of
All
a
right. Yeah, but I'm wondering.
Territorial.
yeah. He landed in their nest and ran away. They're not. They're
I'm
not
also
following
curious
him.
as the distance because of whoever shot him down. Are they following him? Do you feel like you were followed all? Do you think you had lost everybody?
I can
Victor?
only hope so. I would have, hopefully I would have tried to been smart about it and kind of zigged and zagged as best I could. But I was very hurt, so it's possible that they were able to trail me. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm sorry
All
if I
right.
brought anything upon us.
Well, no, you had to come back.
Did
That's
you
what I would
bring
have
the
done. What any one of us
rations?
would have done.
Okay, so Dolos just joined us. Just to quickly catch you up. You guys had camped down for the night. Lockett noticed somebody coming up the road. It turned out to be Victor. Victor was horribly injured. He was healed up. He told the group that that the griffin that he and Raxar were riding on was hit with a flaming spear, and it went down. Raxar did something to him to allow him to float gently to the ground, but
Fall.
unfortunately for Raxar, he hit the ground and died. And uh, he was and Victor made his way back to the group and was attacked by scorpions on the way, but made it back safely, ish.
Ish. He was hurt badly.
Good thing
All right.
Lockett saw him. Otherwise, me and Devad would have let him just walk right on by.
Or killed me.
Yeah. We're being attacked by a Hoblin man.
I mean, to be fair, it's shocking Lockett didn't attack you and kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
This is
it
true.
helps that
You-
Lockett's
You missed the role playing element there, Dio.
yeah.
I want to shoot the limping man in the other knee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to make sure he can't run away.
Okay, so
Right.
Victor just explained all this to us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I
Yeah.
insight check him?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
I
I
believe him.
believed him. He was fucked up. Yeah.
How do I roll to lie? Can't remember. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's a pretty good insight check.
Miss Joes, thank you for the sub 2 months in a row.
Now you can do
Thanks for sharing your
deception,
Prime with me.
you can
I know
do
you only get
insight,
one, and we
or
appreciate it.
persuasion, or
Thank you.
can do whatever you want to. If you want to whisper it to me, that's fine. Just do a /GM roll,
Mhm.
and then just let me know what your skill is that you're using and what's your modifier to it.
Oh, I mean, I'm not trying to lie to him, so I don't know
Yeah.
what would. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, if you're
Yeah.
definitely not lying.
Yeah.
Dolos, he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Yeah. With that kind of insight, I mean, you would have probably seen me play poker before at this point, so you'd know that I was being truthful.
I don't know. You and your demons, so got to check once in a while.
Yeah.
True.
That's right. See, I didn't even think, but could have been.
I believed his story. Flame and spear
Yeah.
shooting a bird out of the sky makes
I know.
sense.
Makes sense to me.
Makes
I've
sense to
seen
me.
that plenty.
I
we
can't
were like, how can that even happen?
I can't picture Victor beating Raxar. So for Victor to be back and tell that story that Raxar's dead, then I'm going to believe it. Anyway, Olaros hesitantly, but still knowing he needed his rest, went back to bed, hoping he could get rested up before in the morning, because we're going to have a big day tomorrow.
All right.
I'm back in bed.
And Victor should rest if he can. I assume he'll be able
Yes.
to.
Victor should rest.
I feel great. I could probably stay up all night.
Yeah,
Well-
we saw that.
Well, luckily I can get by with just a few hours sleep since I've been healed, and I don't need to do anything other than a little mild rest to get my spells back.
I
You've
need
been
all my.
shot out of the sky. You've been running across the desert.
I'm fine.
I got one hell of a healing potion.
Okay,
Okay.
so first, well, you guys can continue the first shift. So Ryle, Devad, and Lockett will make another perception check. If you want to make a perception check and stay awake too, Victor, it's up to you. Or if you want to take your rest now?
This
Yeah, no, I'm
woke
gonna
me
go ahead
all
and-
up, so
yeah, I'm
I
gonna-
know I'm going to be perceptive now.
Are we're perceiving now or
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can take another. Yeah, you're awake. I mean, the kind of the energy of.
I see
all
Victor
that.
laying there, and I'm like, something's not right. Look at him. He's sleeping like a baby, and he just got shot out of the sky.
So, Devad, you keep a close eye out while Ryle's super distracted, but it doesn't seem anything really goes on in the middle of the night. You are pretty confident that you are.
No one's following
Yeah,
them.
nothing's happened since
All right.
you kept your watch. So second watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go because I need a little wake up. I mean, a little nap. Get
I
my
would.
points back.
I think I'd wake Dolos up because he looks like an elf that only needs a few hours of rest.
That's right.
But I'm a human.
Oh, I thought you were a half elf.
No. But
He looks like a
I'll
half
still-
elf. Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're
It's the
welcome.
beard.
Yeah.
The beard throwing you off.
Yeah, and the long ears.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll do a look or a watch, whatever you call
Okay,
it.
that's fine. All right. So you've already had your rest, so you don't really need to make a rest check to see if you can stay up. Just do a perception check, and Lockett will do the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, you keep a close eye out. About, I'd say, very close to the end of your watch. You notice that the campfire flickers out. All of a sudden, it was pretty much going strong, and then it just kind of blows out.
Do I notice the wind picking up or a temperature change or anything?
It definitely feels cooler. It's cold in the desert anyway, and you just suddenly lost the fire, so that might be part of it. But the temperature definitely feels colder than it was when the fire was burning.
Has anyone been asleep the whole time?
Timon was.
Timon's been asleep the entire time.
I don't think he's paying attention.
He's taking notes.
Is that it? I'm just
Maybe
gonna.
he's faking it. Maybe he is asleep.
I'm just gonna
muted.
ready. I'm just gonna have my bow out ready, just in case,
Okay.
with an arrow knocked.
Okay. Timon, are you muted?
Yes, I am because I'm sleeping.
Don't be sleeping.
That's what we were guessing.
So
There
you're-
was
you're
an
sta-
under and over for how long?
So you're standing there with your bow knocked, and as soon as you get the arrow like on the string and like kind of ready to fire an arrow, you feel something touch your ankle.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm gonna look down and turn around and see if I see anything.
Nothing's there.
I don't like this place.
Can he do a Constitution save to see if he screams like a girl?
Or if he's shitting his pants?
Yeah, that'd be a constipation save.
That'd be more like a wisdom save, I think. But,
It's little ghost children trying to push the bus over the train tracks and
Yeah.
back. I'm just gonna say I'm just a friend trying to make it through the night here, guys. Just how long did you say it had been?
it's like close to the end of your watch, so like you've been here for roughly 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah. Guys, just come mess around during the day. We're good right now, everybody.
Lockett
So-
Lockett is kind of like locked into place in sentry mode, and then suddenly he comes out of it and looks at you like, "Who are you talking to?"
Lockett, we've got friends. You wouldn't understand. I don't want to even explain it to you.
Of course we've got
What-
friends. They're asleep right there. See?
Exactly. You are on the money there, Lockett. They're just all asleep. You go on back.
Keep up the good sentry work.
Exactly.
He locks
There you
back
go.
down. He locks back down into sentry mode.
All right. I'm just gonna I'm gonna sit with my back to Lockett. Will be like behind me, and I'm gonna be just facing the direction, or looking in the direction where I felt something touch my foot.
Okay. So you spend the rest of your night keeping watch in that direction, and nothing else seems to happen. It was just that one.
Huh.
It wasn't like a forceful grab or anything. It was more like you just felt like the pressure of something like wrapping itself around your foot for just a moment.
So did it feel like a human touching my leg, or?
It's tough to say, because you're wearing boots and stuff.
Hmm.
But like, I mean, it would definitely bring to your mind the thought of somebody grabbing your foot, but not like
Okay.
in a forceful manner, just kind of like putting their hand on it and holding it.
Damn. I wouldn't
Did
be so calm.
did he get aroused by it?
Oh
That
no,
would
I
that would
can
be a
answer
question
that
for him.
question, and
Yeah.
that is a yes.
Yeah.
It's been a long, lonely few weeks, and I've been looking at you guys the whole time.
It's like that scene in
Anything is better.
Ghostbusters
So I
with,
think he's doing a little sleight of hand.
it's like that scene in Ghostbusters with Dan Aykroyd in the bed.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
funny.
So your rest is completed. Everyone wakes up. It's still not like you guys. You went to bed a little bit before nightfall. So it's probably 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning at this point when you wake up.
Perfect time to set off, everyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm ready.
Oh, I feel much better.
Ryle, do you know anything about the history of this land, like maybe the battle or took place here long ago, or no?
I wake up and I got like a big stretch, and I'm like, it's the desert. People die here all the time. People die all the time. But there was that one time.
So you do know that there have been many battles in the desert here. There were magical gemstones that were found in different areas of the desert that were mined for their profit, and a lot of battles took place to control these resources. Um, so, but that was many, many, many years ago, and it's been fairly peaceful except for roving bands of bandits. You know, now recently the Seven causing trouble.
I
Thank you.
repeat that to him.
Thank you,
Well,
Rob. Very informative.
You're
when I
welcome.
get up, I do a good look around all over the place. Do I see anything for as far as I can see? I'm still worried about somebody showing up.
That's to the edge of the dune.
I had a
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
I
we're
go
in-
up on top of the dune.
Right.
I'm
I mean,
going up on
say.
top of the dune.
make a perception check.
Are there any rocks around us that weren't there last night?
Yeah.
No
Any
new rocks.
1,000-pound rocks.
Yeah, I had a good night's sleep.
So you take a good look around.
I'm on top of the dune, not between them.
Yeah.
Scrambled up.
You do see off in the distance, kind of from the way you came. There seems to be just on the horizon a sandstorm.
From the way we came.
Yes.
Uh,
All right. And I see nothing else, though, on the other direction, all that.
Right.
I
But
mosey back.
with the 21, you can definitely tell that sandstorm is coming towards you.
Okay. I come back down to the group and I'm going, there's not much any motion going on up there other than there is a sandstorm heading to us. From where we came, I suggest we get on the road pretty quick.
Okay.
We've had
real quick, I just want to look around and see if there's anything missing from camp.
Okay.
Perception check, Dolos.
There was some parts. We lost
that was
those a
not
while ago.
You do not notice anything gone.
Okay.
Okay. Let's eat quick and go, guys. The sandstorm's going to be on us. We want to get as far as we can before we'll have to camp when the sandstorm hits us. We can't walk in that.
Okay, so you guys get the horses together and start heading the road.
Okay.
Uh,
Walking
you've made-
fast.
Yeah, so
let's
you've
double
made
time it.
yeah, so you guys have made good time, and probably in about 8 or 9 hours of just steady walking, nobody's come towards you, and you look back every once in a while to see the sandstorm, and it doesn't seem to be gaining on you, but it definitely
Oh.
is following you. So you guys are
Huh.
keeping ahead of it. You're doing a good job of keeping ahead of it.
Okay, 8 or 9 hours though. We're getting on towards late afternoon.
Hmm.
And
And sun
and
is way up high in the sky. It's really really hot.
How are our water rations going at this point?
I'd say they're getting kind of low.
I've been distilling mine.
Your urine?
I mean, take what you want from that.
I don't want any.
That was a sleight of hand check you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, you guys are getting pretty low in your water skins. A lot of your supplies got blown sky high. Can't even think about how that could have happened. But
Yeah.
Crazy. Must have been the ghosts.
Yeah.
Must have been our quiet friend, who's unusually quiet. He hasn't even sung us a
We've
song on
gone
this
8 or
trip.
9 hours. Do we see any kind of a sign of greenery or anything like that off in the distance, like maybe an oasis or something, or do we see a town? Do we see anything?
make a perception check.
I'll make it a good one.
Well, I've been walking for 8 or 9 hours in this heat,
I'm still
and it
looking
showed.
down.
All right, Olaros. Way off in the distance, you see what appears to be a town, but
Way off in the distance.
way off in the distance.
There's
down
not
the
a chance of us getting there and what lights left.
road. It's looking doubtful at this point. But
Yeah.
you do notice one thing that's kind of odd. Um, Something about that town is reflective. Like you're seeing like light that it. You know how sand is normally kind of reflective, like from the sun.
Yeah.
Something out there is more reflective than the sand, and it's almost blinding to look at that little speck in the distance for that town.
Huh.
Huh. I look at the rest of the guys. I say, "You see what I see out there? Looks like a town, but something's really bright. Something doesn't look totally right." Ryle, this is your territory. What do you see?
Would I know
You
this
know
Maybe
what
town?
one of those solar
this
gatherers.
town coming up is Sindelsong. This is something you're very familiar with. But
That's home, my friends.
But the shining part is a surprise to you.
That's what
But
I want to know.
But that giant beacon in the sky is new. It looks like a lighthouse or satellite dish. I drew a picture on the screen of what I think it looks like.
I'm glad you told me what it was.
Yeah. It's kind of got a rectum look, but that's
Yeah.
that's those are shiny
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah.
It's less
Still looks like
that.
a rectum.
It's less like that.
With hairs.
It's
Yeah,
not that.
a hairy rectum.
It's not like an object that's standing up in the town that's shining like
Right.
a lighthouse. It's more like something surrounding the town is lit up somehow, like it's reflecting the sun.
Huh. Oh,
Oh,
must
so
be
it's
the
like-
new wall.
It's like a dome.
Not
No,
really
more
like
like-
surrounding the town like this, more like around, like the perimeter of the town.
Right.
So it's like
it might be like a fence
a giant
but-
shield.
or yeah, you're doing better.
It's just really hard to make out details at this distance.
Yeah, it is. We're a long way away, and we got the storm pulling. It's not gaining on us, but it's coming. So if we end up camping out here, we're certainly going to get it. But yet we're a long way away from Single Song.
May not be a.
Okay, Captain, what do we do?
So how many hours are we from there? That I think
You think probably another good 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we can march another 8 hours, especially with this. I think we should keep going that direction while looking for some sort of natural
Covering
bunker,
something.
dune,
A
barricade, a big
rock.
rock.
1,000-pound, 995-pound rock.
It'll have to be bigger than that if we're all going to hide behind it.
A big rectum hole.
Yes. Giant purple worm carcass.
I'm not gonna hide in there.
Let's keep walking down and see what.
Is this where Victor? Have we passed where he got shot down at?
You're actually quickly approaching the.
Okay.
So could be scorpions, so don't stray too far off until.
Are we going to see Rexar's body and the Griffin's body?
We could loot it.
Wouldn't be there yet. Weren't they near Cinder Song when they got shut down?
They were on their way to Cinder Song. But the DM just said we're approaching the spot. Victor, how far away are we?
Sorry, my headphones went dead for a second. Yeah, I guess I would know.
Yeah, in your rough estimation, you're probably about like 30, 45 minutes away from the area where you came down.
Wow.
If he can find it in the dark.
I can.
We're daylight. This is daylight.
We left at like 6.
Yeah, but no. He was in the dark when he fell. So I think he would have a hard time getting a point of reference while falling and then running.
Well, there was like a
in
little,
the dark?
like kind of plateau kind of thing, like a rocky outcrop.
Well, that's where we should go.
And you can kind of see that in the distance too.
Well, let's go that way. Be prepared to battle Scorps.
Be prepared.
And I'm going to loot the body.
Is that what those Umbra Hulks were? Those were scorpions?
No, they're Umbra Hulks.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not a scorpion.
Get with the program, man.
I think so, but...
The scorpions were the first things we fought that
if it's
were
an
scorpions.
elephant, you don't go as out a hippopotamus.
Just wait.
I'm just...
We're gonna fight scorpions for the rest of the game.
We're gonna fight.
Here comes number 3, the scorpion with a bow.
Okay, make for the plateau.
So,
Timon's bored as hell and casts Wand of Wonder on Locket to see what happens.
You're bored. We're approaching the death site.
Oh my god!
Timon's bored.
So you get closer, and there is a definite crater in the ground close to where this thing is, and the broken body of a golden griffin is inside of it.
Oh
man!
There's a lot of blood, and right outside the crater, you see a spear that it's got a golden ribbon tied around it. And there is a head with a golden helmet on the.
Oh, they cut off his head and put it on the spear.
Would I know whose like call sign that is? Or have I ever seen someone murdered this way?
You've never seen anything like this.
This has got to be done by the 7.
I think so.
Yeah.
Could have just been simple townspeople. You don't know that.
Simple townspeople don't have a flaming spear.
A local villager.
I don't know this
Timon, while they're all admiring the sight of the dude's head, Timon is looking for his body to loot it.
Lord.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I mean, he's got no use for this stuff, right? He's dead.
That's true. He doesn't.
He may have a pack full of.
First thing that comes to my mind.
I want to use my inspiration.
He's got another to loot a body. He uses inspiration. Yeah. Oh God! That is Timon.
You do not find the rest of it, unfortunately.
So the body's just not there.
I'd like to rewind my inspiration.
No.
Can I get my inspiration on loan for doing this recap?
Okay, I want to take the head off of that spear.
Is this a payday loan?
And there's a crater.
Are Are you removing the helmet from the head as well?
No, I'm leaving the helmet on the head. I'm removing the whole thing, and I'm looking down. It's the body of the griffin is still in the crater, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to put the head down near the body
And before he does
of
that,
the
Timon
griffin.
loots the griffin.
Well,
Okay.
okay. I'm
Um.
not watching what Timon's doing. I'm putting his head up near his griffin's head.
Okay. So Timon, you start going through the like the saddlebags and stuff that were like on this griffin. You find probably about around 300 gold pieces.
I don't tell the party either. Nothing to see
That's-
here, guys.
Is that a
And
banana?
so so
That's
none of you have ever seen Raxar's face because of his helm. Nobody was curious about what he looked like.
I knew it was Rexar, and I didn't want to be disrespectful. So
and
somebody else.
I would have only ever seen him with his helmet on, right?
Right. He never took his
Yeah.
helmet off when he was around you guys.
Is it one that, like, while it's laying next to the griffin body, I could flip the visor open?
Yeah.
Might be worth doing.
Well, you can. I'm not going to do that.
Are we
But do
trying
it-
to
do it
bury
quick,
him?
'cause-
Are we
Yes,
trying to?
that's
We're gonna
what I
bury
wanna
him
do
and
is
the bird.
bury it. Uh-huh.
All right. So his little head's down here with his little visor, and I flip the visor open.
Okay. I am whispering something real quick.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
I am now cursed by his head.
Should have showed
Yeah.
some respect.
That, or I noticed that his eyeball's full of thousands of gold, and I've got to loot his eyeballs.
It's definitely not it.
Huh. Where are you whispering me in
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Discord or in the game?
In the game.
Gotcha. In the game.
All right. So Ryle sees this. How does he react?
I don't make any facial expressions, and I close the helmet back, and proceed to help Olaros bury it.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I don't have, we lost all of our gear. I do grab that spear and use it kind of like as a,
Makeshift shovel.
yeah, and start scraping dirt over the bodies.
And it's loose sand. It's
It
not
is
hard
loose
to
sand, so it
yeah.
would scrape pretty easy. And I start filling in the hole.
You think it's wise to pick up a spear that was of flames?
It had his head on it. I took his head off of it. I'll use it. It's just a spear now with a nice
you-
flat head that scrapes sand.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I'm doing it. We'll see what happens, but I'm doing it. And I keep shoveling. And what are you using your hands, Ryle?
I mean, my halberd would move a
Oh, that's
decent
right.
amount
Your
of
halberd would
sand.
move. Yes, it would.
So
Yes, it would.
I'd be scooping from the crater to try to bury
I
all of
would
it.
wonder if the other parts of our team might join in to help us.
I
Yeah.
did. I pointed the wand of wonder at it. See what happens.
God.
Oh God.
And what happened? You
Uh-oh.
got sand in my eyes, didn't you?
Let's
No,
take
I
a look.
cast slow.
Great. Now I'm shoveling at like a mile an hour. This isn't helping.
Oh,
So 4 hours go by, and me and Olaros finally bury a griffin.
Yeah.
And
Eh.
as you guys are just getting close to getting done burying, getting a good amount of sand in, you notice that the wind is starting to pick up.
So then I look up to see how
Storm's
far
about
away
here.
the sandstorm is. We kind of forgot about that.
Getting
Quick.
And
there.
now it's dusk, isn't it? By now,
It's getting there, yeah. And it's
Quick, unbury the crater. We'll get in there for
and I
cover.
can
Well, we
see.
didn't bury the whole crater.
No,
I don't think.
I
yeah,
can
but
see
you are
the
next to
sandstorm.
that kind of mesa thing that was
Right.
Yeah, we wanna
Exactly.
probably get next to the base of
Yeah.
it.
Right.
yeah.
The base of the mesa.
Make an investigation check to see if you can find not a survival check to see if you can find a good place to shelter, like everybody.
Yeah.
Boy, pretty good numbers. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Ryle, I'd say you'd
Victor
have
hasn't
advantage
repaired
because you
yet.
grew
Yeah.
up here.
All right. Yeah, it didn't help.
Yep. So Divad sees a spot that there's a little bit of a kind of a lip of the rock that kind of goes out that could probably fit most of you if you cuddle in real tight. The horses, on the other hand, are gonna have to be like up against the rock, and they're probably not gonna have a great day. I mean, it's not gonna hit them full force, but
Okay.
I would put the horse in my spot under
the
the.
the the problem is you don't think the horses can fit under there.
I chopped the
Yeah.
legs off the horse so it'll fit in there.
We could have Locket stand so block it for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not like
Make
he could be
him-
affected by it.
make him sentry mode as big as possible.
Yeah. So you've got the bluff, the wall of the bluff, the horses, and Locket. They'll do okay. We hope.
Okay,
Jeez.
so the way this is going to work is everyone's going to make a Constitution saving throw. If you're in the shelter, you have advantage. If you're out of the shelter, which includes the horses and Locket, at this point they have disadvantage.
You said we could all tuck in there pretty tightly, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Except
well.
Locket and the horses.
Right, except Locket and horses. That's all right.
Poor horses.
Oh yeah.
Wow, y'all.
Gee.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Victor fell
They're
out.
still not recovered.
Victor's wounds were worse than he thought.
Yeah.
Gee, even if you had advantage, you got your ass kicked.
All right. So if you pass
He
the
did
save,
have
you
advantage.
take no damage. Let me do Lockets real quick. Disadvantage. Yeah, Locket's not having a good day either. The horses.
Come on, Seabiscuit.
Hang in there, horses.
6 nat 20s.
I'm gonna
Yes.
do 3 as the Clydesdale because they have all the same.
Come on, Clyde.
Oh, Clyde. Clyde. I think Clyde's a survivor.
All right, so they were all 3 with disadvantage, so only one of them succeeded, and I would say since Clyde's the larger, more hardy one, he probably would have survived it better. So let's do some damage.
Oh, come on, Clyde. I mean, he had armor on. Probably full plate mail.
Okay, so if you succeeded the save, you take no damage. If you failed, you take 18 points of
Wow.
bludgeoning damage as this
What-
sand just buffets you.
And what if you rolled a
Whoa.
natural 1?
But you got a
did-
3 because you have
You had
advantage.
advantage.
Oh, okay.
So what
Yeah,
was
because you
the
were-
save? The DC?
The save was 10.
Okay.
So 18 points, you said?
Yes.
Holy mackerel.
And
Ah.
Victor's down.
Yeah. Quick, res Victor.
Wouldn't this technically fall under a short rest since we're all still?
This is not very restful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting pelted with hail is not restful.
Yeah, so the sand is it feels like Victor, you're kind of like on the outside. You got under there just a little bit later than everybody else, so you were kind of on the outside, and you take the brunt of the sand just
Mm.
whipping up against your skin, and it feels like somebody took a belt sander to the back of your neck. As
Ugh.
Ow.
like it's rough.
Ow. That visual does not feel good.
Why does it smell like Olros ate some nature's berries in here? Oh, it's terrible.
Well,
You
we
see
haven't
Lockett out.
showered in days.
You see Lockett out there, like standing in front of the
Does
horses.
golden
And
shower count?
he yells out in front of you guys. Guys, I don't think this is doing any good.
No, no. No, look,
Keep it
that
up.
looks
You're
great.
doing fantastic.
Keep it up.
A
I
real
assume
showman.
Olaros could heal during this if he's close enough to
I
touch
am
somebody.
going to throw a healing word to
The
Victor.
horses. Oh, okay.
No, right now to Victor, just to give him a little punch.
Maybe too much for a punch.
I'm gonna heal you with a punch to the face.
That's right. Yeah.
You may want to. Do you do this like after the storm, or are you doing this now?
Well, I saw you take a good belt, so you weren't looking too good. I figured I had to do it right now.
Well,
But
this is the damage is like up from the storm passing over you.
right,
Gotcha.
So you see the storm pass over you, and it goes. The town is like kind of straight due north, and the storm kind of goes a little bit to the northeast. It passes over you, and it looks like it's going to miss the town further in the distance, and it just continues going off into the desert after you guys are clear of it.
We should have just kept going.
okay. Now this took a little time. We were at dusk, so we're down now deep into the evening.
It probably took about like 10-15 minutes for the storm from the storm hitting you to it passing over you.
Okay.
Are the horses still alive?
The horses. Let's see how many hit points they've got.
I don't think they have 18.
They leveled up, I think.
Quick, heal the horses!
They've got a roll.
The horses have 19 hit points.
Oh my god, they're red light. Quick, heal them!
His healing word would have hit them, wouldn't it? Doesn't it hit multiple people or just
No,
one?
That's
No,
mass healing.
No. But I go out and all the horses are hit, so I'm going to use a high-level spell and run a mass healing word.
Yeah. The Clydesdale looks okay. He looks fine. He looks a little bit shook because, storm. But the
Yeah.
other two, they're looking rough.
So
Would it
he
be
healed.
in poor taste to use vicious mockery?
Okay, so mass healing word. So Lockett, Victor, and the horses all heal 8.
Yeah.
Oh, you're healing Lockett too?
Only because
I'm
it's in the
healing.
area.
They're in the area, you know.
He
what
helped.
the hell.
He helped.
Oh.
He held his arms out. It didn't do
Could have
anything,
been
but it
19
helped.
points of damage if he hadn't done that.
Exactly.
Every time I'm belting through my spells without having a battle going on.
I'm
This is-
putting it in the history books that you're just healing the horses, if you know what I mean.
No, that'd be a lie.
No,
But
you're not.
I
You're not
appre-
catching.
appreciate
You're
it.
not catching my hidden meaning.
I appreciate it.
Olaros, you're brighter than that. You dull
I know
nub.
it. That means that you missed Lockett, and I said I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I feel like Olaros might be in the same camp as Lockett at times.
So Victor, you're feeling a lot better after that second
Yes.
wave of healing.
Feel a lot better.
And the horses start to look a little bit healthier. They still look a little beat up, but they're looking not on death's door.
We'll have him use some hit dice when we rest. How do you tell a horse to use hit dice?
They're not that smart.
Ah.
So, do you want to take a short rest here, or what do you want to do before heading out? Because if you take a short rest, Timon can do his Song of Rest there.
Well, it's like just now getting dark,
we need
right?
we need to take a rest anyway because we were gonna before the storm because
Okay.
we can't make it to Sindelsong.
So, do you want to use this kind of outcropping as a little makeshift sort of shelter a little bit, or?
Yeah, I would think so.
I would
Yeah,
think
I
that's
think
the
why
only
not?
thing we got out here. We don't have any
I
big
pull out
rocks.
the last bit of my Kindle to make a fire.
Okay.
We're taking a short rest, correct?
It'll probably be a
Yeah.
full rest just because
Yeah.
it's like 9 o'clock at night. We're not gonna.
Right.
We'll leave early, like
Right.
5 a.m. But
But we'll
Okay.
get a good night's rest.
Are you guys taking shifts?
Oh yeah.
yes,
gotta
I've
keep-
already.
Yeah.
I was slamming the flask as soon as we stopped. So
in the middle of the storm, he's just like boom, boom.
God, it helps my anxiety.
Yeah.
Slamming the flask. Is that like bopping the baloney?
That's
I'm not familiar with this phrasing you're using, Olaros, and I don't like it. It's not such. Not even the sailors would use
I'm
such
just
language.
looking for clarification.
I don't know what other clarification I can provide you than the most obvious. Rocket,
Okay.
Are you sure you aren't from the same cloth?
I think Locket's wearing off on him. Wearing off on him.
Okay, so
We need 2 doses of ethereate.
That's what I was like.
Yeah, did we notice any ethereite out here? Because we need it bad.
Getting desperate.
Lockett is taking a rest, but he's in sentry mode, so he can.
I'm
keep
gonna
watch.
go ahead and stay up again.
Okay, so Lockett is in sentry mode, keeping a rest, and you are keeping a rest. So
I'm laying down for a
There
rest.
we go. I'm out. There, finally.
Healing takes a lot of work.
All right.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, Devad, no problem sleeping at all. Would be staying awake. And make a perception check to see.
Did anybody stay up with Devad?
Yeah, I'm staying awake. I can't, with everything going on, I can't really sleep right now. So never mind.
Yeah, you can. You're out.
Just as it goes.
You
Oh, I
just
can't
thought
sleep.
you couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Just whispered you something, Ryle. All right.
All
So
right.
you guys are keeping watch. Victor, you kind of pass out,
Yeah.
unfortunately. You've had a rough couple of days.
Oh, yeah.
so you're still kind of catching up. But Devad, do you want to try to wake him up, or are you going to let him sleep?
Wake him
Devad, I
up.
think-
He said he wanted to stay up.
Okay. So Victor, Devad wakes you up a little bit.
All right.
All right. So you start to, and right when you start to, you notice that Ryle is kind of rolling around,
Hmm.
and he looks like he's having not a great dream.
You think we should awaken our warrior friend here?
Yeah. Or put whipped cream on his hand.
We're out of water, but I got a can of whipped cream.
Yeah, that's it. I always carry my whipped cream with me. You never know when you're going to get an opportunity.
I don't know. Maybe we should.
If Timon was
See?
awake, he'd be slightly grossed out.
All right, I'm gonna try to wake Ryle. Yeah.
Trying to what?
Try to wake Ryle.
To rake him.
Yeah, rake him.
like his leaf. No?
Yes.
So
Yeah, is that something that I would roll to wake up, or how?
Make a Constitution check. Not a save, but a check.
That was with advantage. It would have been a 7.
Yeah. So Ryle's pretty deep into sleep. You're just kind of shaking him a little bit, and he is deep into this nightmare.
Can I
You
use?
you hear me in my sleep go, kick him.
I want to focus my amulet of detect thoughts on him, because after my trip, I want to know a little bit more.
Okay, I will whisper
That's a
to you
good
what you
idea.
see.
And hang on just a second.
How do you know what I see? It's amazing.
detect thoughts.
He's
Damn
gonna
you,
have to
Zach.
know what he's gonna have to know what I thought.
He's putting his head in close to Ryle. Uh-oh, he's hearing things.
I'm kicking, fighting.
It's like a dog trying and having a drink.
Yeah, I'm like running.
Victor, you are muted.
All right, sorry, I had call.
Sorry.
That was his
Well-
detect thoughts calling.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Ryle, I'm gonna whisper you what I just whispered to him.
All right. Okay.
Okay. And so that is what you see when you focus on him using the tech thoughts.
This is exciting TV.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nope. Lots of stuff on the side going on.
When people D&D characters have secrets, and you kind of
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Secrets
understand.
are no fun, but they do happen. So, but I'm asleep, and he detected my thoughts,
right.
and I'm not waking up.
Not from just being shaken a little bit.
Gotcha.
Are you guys gonna keep on trying to wake him up?
Yes, I want to try to wrestle him a little bit harder now.
Okay. Ryle, make a Constitution check with advantage. I mean, I'm shooting for a 10, so yeah, you managed to rouse and wake up, and you see Devad and Victor standing over you.
And I would wake up, and I would probably be screaming, like, not screaming, but saying, like, what would I be saying? I'm sure I would say something.
Yeah.
Probably like, I don't know what I would say.
Tell me what's up, and I'll give you a hint.
I mean, I can't tell you what you'd say.
I know. I would wake up and say thanks for waking me from that terrible nightmare.
No problem.
Yeah, that's awful polite.
But it'd be like it would be nice. I would be glad to be out of it.
Do the rest of us wake up?
Yeah, and I just kind of give him a knowing nod, as I wake him, because I have seen this.
Would
The rest of us are sleeping.
Would I like? Is that detect thought thing's like a medallion, right? Or something?
Yeah.
Would you still be holding it to where I could see it?
Yeah, I just kind of have my hand over it.
And I'd be like, "Did you go inside my brain while I was dreaming?"
And I'll whisper back, "You have nothing to worry about. What I know."
And I would tell him, "Never go inside my head again."
Okay. Until next time.
Next time there will be consequences.
Do we wake up from all this?
There's a little bit of a commotion. Yeah, you probably would all start to wake up, especially after Ryle says this very sternly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Don't go in my head again.
what the hell, man? Go back to sleep. What's all the
I
fuss?
think I'm gonna take a little walk.
What?
Take a hit.
Are you leaving? What's going on?
Take a hit.
I'm not
of the
leaving. I
blast.
just need to get away from you guys.
He's
What?
being all emo.
Rude.
What did I do? I was sleeping.
So was I.
I got your swaddling clothes right here, Ryle.
I'm not a baby, and I don't
And your-
need to be
and-
talked to like a
And
baby.
and your mother's pouch.
She wasn't a kangaroo.
No, you're acting like one. Want to go hide in your little pouch?
I'm not hiding.
So
I'm
what
just
happened?
I'm just
what
walking
What
away.
happened, Victor? Why is he pissed off?
He was woken suddenly, and I don't think he was ready to be woke up.
Teenagers.
He used to listen to a band that ended with the word romance.
He's the captain.
Something about chemicals. They're terrible, terrible bards.
You joke,
Too
but I
wild
like
for
them
me.
bards.
Well, hell, now we're up.
I know we might as well head
Yeah,
out.
we might as well grab something to eat and what little we got left and get going. Let's get to
Well-
the town. This
well, that
is
was
all
the-
screwed up
that-
now.
Well, that was the first watch, so if
Well,
somebody needed a full rest, they ain't got it yet.
yeah, well, I'm pissed off now. Let's
You know,
let's
this
go.
cleric likes his
We
sleep.
had enough rest. We had enough rest. Let's just
So
go.
I'm out after back out.
I don't have a full rest, but I don't need it. Let's go.
I passed out again.
Let's
You have to drag me.
Just leave you there.
let's
He's
leave
out.
time in there, and we'll leave Lockett on sentry watch to take care of him, and the rest of us can make for the city.
Uh,
What? You're-
Lockett says, I don't think it's a great idea for us to split up. Wait, was that smart?
That was smart, Lockett, and that doesn't sound like you.
He starts banging against his head a little bit.
Yeah, thank you, Lockett.
Lockett's
I
been
think-
taken over.
Yeah.
Well, then let's not have any more disturbances. Jeez. I
right,
can't
so-
sleep.
So the first watch was pretty much over. Who wants to take the second watch?
I might as well. I'm up. But then I haven't had my rest.
Dilemmas.
You've had enough of your rest, so
All right. Then
yeah.
I'll take over for the next watch.
All right, and Lockett will continue. So go ahead and make a. You don't have to make the Constitution save. Just make a
Perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
You were looking
Yeah.
for a 10.
Yeah. You're looking around. You don't really see much.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of sand.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Um,
pacing.
So Ryo, how far of a walk did you take?
I didn't go far. Just far enough to get out of the light of the fire to sit down with my thoughts, twirl around my halberd in my hands.
Just twirl it around like a little pencil.
Well, no, I think I more had it on my lap, like rolling it back and forth, just trying to
Is he close
Contemplate
enough for me to see
what-
him doing that?
What's that?
Is he
I would
close
think
enough for me
so.
to see him doing that?
Not with a 10 perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, nothing seems to happen during the night. You all get the benefits of a long rest, except for Ryle, probably because the rest you were having wasn't very restful. But I don't think you were down really anything anyway. So
yeah,
You're not,
no, I would be more. Maybe I would have fatigue or something.
I mean, there's I'm gonna say make a Constitution check, just to see. Well, save check, same thing, really. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay,
You're irritable, but
Mhm.
that's fine.
No different than normal.
So normal.
No, you're irritating.
It's all the sand in my chafing jockstrap.
He's irritating even when he's fully
Yes.
rested.
I hate to say it, it's coarse.
Gets everywhere.
It's in my sandwich.
It's in my
So,
phone.
you guys get back together a little bit. Ryle, do you come back to the group?
I mean, I would wait until they start looking like they're ready to head out, and then I'd go back and get on my horse.
Yep.
And lead the way to Sindelsong.
Our mighty
Okay.
leader.
All right, let's get going. I want to get to a town. We've been out in this sand for days. I'm sick of it. I want an inn. I want a nice bed, nice meal, and a glass of
Hey,
ale.
here's Ryle's wet rag for you.
How did you make it wet?
Yeah.
It was with your tears.
No, you peed on it.
Even better.
You can keep it.
You get some life in you.
You keep it. I'll use my own sweat.
I guess with the ring of water, we would probably have enough water to live. We'd just
Yeah,
be
with the
sucking
ring of
through
water,
this
yeah.
ring. We're just
Yeah,
taking turns, taking shots off the ring.
You have to get it out of my pocket.
I'm pretty sure that's how you get the COVID.
It is. We're not social distancing here.
I say, hold
We're all
out your
kissing
hands.
the same ring.
Hold out your
As-
hands, and I start blowing kisses through the ring, and
Oh.
so their hands, hands are filled.
Have you guys noticed that since the start of the pandemic, hand sanitizer tastes different? Just thought that was interesting.
What are you
Um,
doing with the hand sanitizer?
Right.
so
Nothing unusual.
so you start making your way towards the town. Nothing seems to be going towards the town or away from the town that you can tell. The road seems pretty deserted. You make your way pretty much all the way to the outskirts of the town without any kind of
Do we
people
see that
impeding you.
flashing, getting brighter as we're getting there? We're still
It
seeing
is.
the light.
It is, and as you
Yeah.
get closer, you can tell exactly what it is. Somehow, the sand that surrounds the town, like, it's been turned almost into like a sheet of glass, and it's been shattered.
And it's been shattered.
So, like,
But
it's
it's still
different than
holding a
it was yesterday? Or
No,
it's like,
Oh, that's why I made it.
it wasn't like standing up. It was like
Yeah.
laying. It was the sand that was around.
The sand
town.
got all glazed, turned to
It got
glass
turned to
from the
glass
heat.
somehow.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's got to be heat.
lightning. Lightning will do that.
dragons.
Not a whole thing. Lightning does a spot.
Dragons
Lots
do
of
whole
lightning.
things. Lots of dragon breath.
Lots of lightning dragons.
All right, are we to the glass yet? We're approaching it. I find that interesting. I want to look at it close.
So you get closer, and you say like it's probably about 50 feet of just kind of like all around the perimeter of the town has been turned to glass.
Wow,
Um,
that's bizarre.
Say, hey, look,
Dude,
Oros.
does it
You
look
can
like
see how
there's-
ugly you are.
Yeah, I already
Look
knew
at
that.
You can see
But
all
what do you
sides
think
of you.
caused this? Don't
Do,
talk about my looks. Talk
Does
about
the
what
town
caused
look
this.
okay?
yeah, I was
the
going to say, do we
town-
see life?
The town is there. It looks intact. The outskirt buildings, like the buildings like on the outer edge of the town, you can definitely see where there has been some scorch marks, maybe like a
Huh.
little blackening. But it doesn't look like it was a full on like inferno of any of these buildings. It looks like they got singed.
Man, something really powerfully hot hit here.
Yeah, it's like
And
they had a dome over them and it
Do we see any
repelled
people?
the heat.
You do see people kind of going around their normal day to day lives. It seems like they're not. None of them seem like they're jumping for joy. They're none like you don't see children running around playing. You just see people carrying water from one place to another. There you see a blacksmith making something.
Do they see
out of
us yet?
wood. Um, they you notice that there is an old lady sitting on her porch. kind of close to where the entrance to the town is,
Huh?
and she is staring at you pretty intently.
But not moving. She's not like running away.
Now she's sitting in a rocking chair and
Yeah.
rocking it, so she seems to be alive and healthy, but
Actually, I'd like to approach just kind of gently. I'm curious about this glass and just say, "Howdy, ma'am. I'm just getting here, but where'd all this glass come from?"
Before you do any of that,
Okay.
I would put my helmet on
This is your town.
and put my horse in a gallop and run to where I live.
okay. So
Okay.
you run right over the glass, and you hear shattering underneath the horse's hooves. It's got horseshoes on. It's not getting hurt by the glass. And so you see Ryle just take off at a full gallop into the town. And Ryle, you get to the home where your family lives, in kind of close to the center of town. It's a nice home. It's not small or run down or anything. It's a pretty fairly nice home. Um, and the door is ajar a little bit.
Would I be able to go around to a specific window and look in it to see if someone was there?
Yes.
This is your house?
Yeah, this is the house that I was in. I guess it'd be my parents' house. They bought it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you run around to this window and you look into the window, and it is there are you see toys and stuff, but they look like they haven't been played with for a very long time. This person isn't really the age to be playing with those types of toys anymore, but they kept them as keepsakes. But the room
Is the bed like made, or is it like lived in? Like, would they
uh,
be here?
the bed is perfectly made.
So, but then I don't. So, do I hear anything through these windows? This window?
Make a perception check.
Where'd my guy go? Here it is. I don't think I had advantage.
No, but 15, you definitely hear somebody inside.
Like just a conversation happening?
Um, Nobody's talking. You just hear something kind of moving around, like walking. Uh,
Well, hearing that and seeing the door ajar, I would go in the front door slowly with my halberd at hand.
Suspicious.
Well, the
are
door's
you trying to
ajar.
sneak in?
Yes, I'm gonna go quietly, but
Okay. Stealth check. Okay, you are pretty quiet, and you are sneaking in, and you see there is an older lady. Yeah, she's not super old. She's probably in her 50s. Um, she is cooking in the kitchen, and she looks very familiar.
okay.
But she does not
I'm
notice you approach.
okay. Then if that seems normal, I would like to.
This is your mother. Yeah.
Right, yeah. I would like to
Tap.
slowly back out of the room, since now there doesn't seem to be a disturbance, and wait by my sister's window to see to wait for her to come back.
Okay. So you just all right. So you guys saw him just ride into town, and so you're just waiting by her window,
Yeah.
and
Not creepy at all.
yeah.
Yeah. Full armored dude on a horse just sitting next to a window.
Yeah.
Cupping his
And
hand at the window.
Yeah, there is nothing happening in that room.
Okay.
All right, I'm still moving up to talk to that old lady.
Okay. So that old lady's she's sitting out there in a rocking chair, and she's like, "Y'all should probably just come back where you can't go back where you came from."
Well, we can't really do that.
Oh,
Hey, wait a sec. I agree with what she's saying partially. Some of us can.
Well, head on down. You saw where we came from. What caused
whatever.
all this? What caused all this trouble out here?
Well, you've been here for a while. You've heard of the attacks, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
Well,
Is that
number
what's happening here?
number 4 has decided he likes Song quite a lot.
Uh,
Number 4.
Damn.
When was the last time he was here?
He was here a few days ago. He comes by every once in a while. I don't know when, but
Is it like
it
weekly, monthly?
no, it's whenever he feels like it. Really, it
Oh,
seems. But he demands a sacrifice every time he comes, or he'll burn the entire village to the ground.
really? What kind of sacrifice? Human?
He requests one of our townsfolk to come with him. We've never seen any of them come back.
That ain't right. Why do you want us to leave?
Because you
What
could
if
end
we
up
were
being
going to help you?
the next sacrifice. We don't want any
Well,
trouble here.
well, you already have it. You're losing one of your people every time he comes in.
It's better than losing everyone.
Well, I won't argue with that, but all right. I thank you for the info, and I back away and go back to the rest of the group and say we got to find Ryle, fill him in on this. Where did you want to go, Timon? I would think you'd want to find a tavern.
Yeah, finally got it right.
There you go. Let's go find an inn. Does anybody know where Ryle went?
no, we wouldn't.
Well,
I mean,
let's go in and find a
we can make
tavern.
a
He'll know where to
guess.
find us.
Yeah, you guys are loud enough. I'll be able to find you in my
Yeah,
hometown.
well, let's go see if we can find an inn. And then I look back at the lady. Ma'am, is there an inn nearby?
Yep, it's that the town with kind of the steepled roof over there. You see?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Let's head over there.
I'm
And then
ready.
I'll fill you
Ready
in
for
on what
some
she
good
said.
food.
You got to hear what she said. So let's go to the inn, get some food and ale, and let me fill you in on what's been going on here. We have found another one of the 7.
You don't say.
Yeah, I do. Now let's get to the inn. We don't want to say too loud. People will get nervous. Okay. We get to the inn and we go in. Ah,
You go in, and there is one person at the bar drinking, and another who's apparently the barkeep wiping off the counter. He's like the person at the bar is a drow gentleman. He is staying inside, obviously because drow are not huge fans of sunlight, and it's kind of weird to see a drow in the middle of the desert. But
yeah.
he's just sitting there, nursing an ale. It looks like, and the barkeep is a human guy. He's probably middle aged, a little overweight, balding. He's got a long beard that's kind of like tied into a braid.
Well, I walk up to him and say, "We've just come a long trek across the desert, and we could sure use some food and ale and a place to sleep. Can we get that here?"
I toss him a gold.
Says, yeah, sure.
Okay.
Didn't really expect to see any visitors anytime soon.
And why is that?
Well, I figured that the huge field of glass around the town was a good warning to people that it's not really safe to be here today. Well,
And I look at
no.
Old Roast and I say, "Oh, so that's not a decoration? You say that's not normal?"
Oh no. That was caused by one of those big orc-looking fellas. He called himself Thor.
4?
Yeah,
Called
number four.
himself 4. Oh. Okay. How did he do it?
He just kept on making these big walls of fire appear over and over and over again. It's
Wow.
He seemed to
like
be able to
When
control fire. It was
when's the
terrifying.
last time you saw him?
Oh gosh, probably about a week ago. He comes by every once in a while and he demands a sacrifice, and usually some brave soul comes up and volunteers. If they don't
Quite a
volunteer,
story.
It is quite a story.
and if they don't volunteer, then he usually makes a volunteer. Catch my
Well,
drift.
well, I'll take that ale now.
I'll take an ale and some food, and let's go over to the table and
I'll
figure out
take
what we want to do.
I'll take two at a
But
time.
You always do.
he says,
Not
the,
always.
the first day he came into town, he demanded to see the town mayor. The mayor came out and he asked him what he wanted, and he immediately burned him alive in front of
Wow.
everyone in the town.
Diplomatic type.
Oops.
Well,
So,
he definitely got his point across.
so do you have any ale that's a little bit more syrupy and boozy?
Jeez.
He pulls out like a little like pony keg, and he says, "This is probably what you're after."
Oh yes, most definitely.
And it's thick, it's strong, it's dark. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it, but not a lot. It's got that nice bitter kick to the back of it. It's pretty strong.
Just like how I like my fairies.
Yeah. Okay. Take your little pony keg and let's go to the table.
And
We
Always
need
wanted
to
a pony
talk.
cake. Always
Pony
wanted a
cake.
pony cake.
he
Pony
also,
cake.
as you guys sit down, he brings some bread and butter over to the table and sets it down in front of you as well.
Excellent. I start whacking off bread right there.
Whoa.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
I know.
Like,
With my
Whoa.
knife. With my
That's
knife.
not better.
With
That
my
doesn't make
knife.
our NSA agent is gonna be mad.
I'm getting some bread and butter.
Yeah.
Man of
You'll
many
get the
talents.
butter soon.
Man.
Just keep whacking the bread.
You just
Keep
you
whacking the
just
bread.
know
This is tough bread.
Wait,
You
I
just
need
know how
more
to do
butter. to
This
whack
has
my
got a
bread
tough
properly,
press.
I need more butter.
Ah,
It's
now,
been
you guys
so
are
long, my
going
crust
where
is
I
stuck.
wasn't.
sounds like a real cliffhanger.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, bring me some soup
You-
then.
You made everyone fall forward and almost face plant their keyboards.
Then I'll just be able to slurp it.
Oh, that's even worse.
Stop. Just stop.
Man.
All right, so you guys hunker down in the tavern and have your own special brand of fun that you guys normally have.
Yeah, we're
I
lightening
was
up the
coming
mood.
back, but I don't think I am.
Yeah, so Ryle, you stay there for a while, and you see your mother come into that room, and she sits down in the bed and kind of just looks down. Make another perception check. Yeah, you can hear faintly her sobbing.
Have I seen my dad at all in that time? Or
No.
heard other just the one person?
The only person that you have heard is your mother.
Well, after I've been there for what feels like hours and seeing nothing but my mom, I would go knock on the door and I'd keep my helmet on, and I'd be standing there with my halberd, but not in a threatening way, just standing there.
Okay.
Roll
So
initiative.
so you come around and knock on the front door, and you hear footsteps coming towards the door, and your mother opens the door, and uh, she looks at you and the helmet and sees your eyes. And she says, "Well, we'll find out what she says next time." So,
Ah.
I was ready
Nice
for the
ending.
real name.
I was right there. I was right there.
Just
You
2 more whacks of bread, and I'm.
Yes,
You were right there. You were in the tavern
I
whacking
was
bread.
right there.
Yeah,
You're in the
that's why
tavern
he was.
whacking bread.
Oh, I was
Looking
whacking
for
bread
more
and
butter.
slurping soup.
All right, guys.
That's why he was right there.
Thanks so
Wow.
much for the bits, the subs, the follows. It's been a good session. We'll be back Sunday morning, and we'll find out what my mom has to say. I've been gone
Yes.
many years. It'll be interesting.
Yes, it will.
Thank you so much, and we will see you Sunday morning, 8 a.m. Bye.